I don't know.
Sure. Why
Yeah,
not?
I guess we're going live.
F it. We'll do that.
Did you hit the button? I didn't hit the button. Yeah, I did. Yeah, well, hey,
Oi,
Carrie.
oi, Carrie. Hello.
As you can see, I have to deal with angry Shadowhawk.
Shadow's had a bad day today. Hold on. You're gonna complain.
Well, I'm still working on my
There,
tan, as you can
there. Look.
see.
Now you can have happy Shadow. How about
Yeah, I got half a shadow going on here.
that?
I'm just gonna become an icon for a minute. Uh till the sun goes a little lower. Uh, well, I mean, on the good front though, Shadow. Uh
Hmm?
Tomorrow night company party for me, so I'll eat well.
Oh, that's cool.
Good seafood, maybe some corn nuggets. I can't remember. I'll get me some good battered onion rings for sure.
Oh,
Uh,
very nice.
and then Tuesday, we're gonna promote some books. We're gonna have our 600th episode. We're on 595 today, so just unwind a little and come into the 4 o'clock shadow.
Oh, by the way, just to let you know,
Yeah,
started a conversation a little bit earlier today with Mr. Matt Barr, and seems like he's willing to come on. I'm just waiting for him to pick a day.
cool. I know Apex has been trying to get him over there, 3 or 4 times. Um, yeah, I've been on topic lists with Matt before, and maybe a few other places.
Yeah, I
Um,
like Matt, and with everything going on right now, I thought it would be a fun conversation.
well, we
Get
have
him.
not one, but two, but three interviews set up for next week.
Nice.
You know, Following our extravaganza of who knows who we'll have on for our 600th
Yep.
episode Tuesday. Then we have Dave from Godfo Universe. I've interviewed him over there and had a like 2.5 hour, over a 2.5 hour talk with him over there on Apex's channel not too long ago, about a week ago. And then the next day on Thursday, a week from today, we have the artist that I was showing you his Tone of Reckoning project. And then Saturday on the Rex Hex and Apex, which I will be hosting, we have B.A. Turner coming on.
Nice.
And Sunday is Ava Gardner's heavenly birthday, so I had to mention that. And
Oh,
of course, the 26th, I've mentioned it before, 2 years co hosting with Apex. We should have an Apex After Dark if he can get off work. The 27th is my 2 year of putting up content on the channel. We hit the Malin milestone minute, with
yeah.
that. And then,
I'm
the
putting up
next
with
day
me.
is KSS's birthday and Justin Belmont's. And the next day is Eagle Riders and my eldest adopted daughter, Rose's birthday. Uh,
Wow.
so, yeah, jam packed. Oh, yeah. And there's this little thing called Christmas Eve and Christmas and New
Oh,
Year's.
yeah. I almost forgot about
Hmm.
that.
But we have at least 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday on the Rex X and Apex show lined up. Um,
Cool.
barring anything changing. Uh,
Yeah, and like I
oh,
said,
Joe,
waiting to hear
get
from
back.
Matt. I'm gonna touch base with Shelly again here pretty
Yeah, that'd
soon.
be
See if
good.
we,
Like to have Matt on.
yeah.
Uh,
So yeah, I think it's shaping up to be another interesting few weeks, Rex.
Indeed, I actually sent. went back 6 months in my video and sent and watched, because it was only 20. It was June 13th, and you were in the chat, but you weren't on the show, Shadowhawk. That was Amber's birthday.
That was right before I started co-hosting with you, because I was still working the other job.
No. You've been co-hosting with me over a year at that point.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. No, the reason you weren't on is that was the day I had my oral surgery.
Oh, that's right.
So
I forgot.
I'm spitting up blood. I'm, got a bloody tongue. I haven't even taken a hydrocodone yet for the pain yet. I just came home and went to bed, apparently. Woke up before the show, did a short show, and tried to speak through it, and
yeah, I remember that one now that you mention it.
Yeah, it was one of the shorter episodes, only 21 minutes, but if you want to see sort of drugged up out of, well, I mean, I'm not on drugs, but I was, put under for the procedure.
Yeah, you were still recovering.
I was still recovering. Definitely. It took me a good month to get that soreness or more out of my mouth. It'd probably be a month and a half. It took a while.
Yeah, but
some of those were deep.
Your dentist said, you had some pretty deep roots, bro.
Yeah, deep roots going into the bone. That's why he recommended the oral surgeon, not my regular dentist, do it. And yeah,
the one
of the teeth really went deep into the jawbone. Huh?
I said the one root was so deep it was attached to your hip.
Oh, it went all the way to China. No doubt. Of course, once you reach China, everything's upside down, right? At least that's what we were told as children, but
what only scared me was if I made it all the way through and punched through the earth, then I fall off the earth
right into space.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah,
I figured digging to China just wasn't worth it.
Yeah, that's no. And what do they have that we really need anyway? Or would really want,
I do like a really good fried rice, but I mean, we can make that at home. So.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, you want rice, come to Arkansas. We're the rice capital of the world.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, the gin here in town is in the Guinness Book of World Records for the largest rice gin in the world for several, maybe a couple decades running. They have a larger one down Stuttgart, which is further on down the middle of the state, like to Little Rock, but on the east side rather of the state. Huh. And yeah, that's getting down to more of the middle of the state, and they have a large gin. Actually, that's about maybe 30 minutes out from the prison I used to go to for like 5 years. Big gin. I mean, the world's largest,
Yeah, I had no idea they grew that much
rice. Is our number one our farmed commodity.
Wow. Okay.
We do a lot of soybeans. A lot of people don't know what milo is. Sort of feed grain. They can use it for other things. What else? Cotton. A lot of cotton.
Yeah. Well,
cotton, man.
Obviously, I'm in the Midwest, so here now the three big crops are corn, of course, soybeans, and now recently, the last few years, it's starting to be marijuana, man. Fucking some farms are popping up everywhere.
I'm seeing a lot of cotton around here. I mean, when I spray and drive around, I've seen a lot of cotton down windways and in between.
Oh, and Carrie, we're praying for your neighbor. Hopefully, why is she hallucinating? Holy crap, that's weird.
Wow.
But yeah, I said prayers for her last night and this morning when I woke up before work, and my day went south. But but we will be praying.
Well, you've been threatening to want to come south anyway, so
I'll tell you what, bro. Yeah, I was ready this morning, man.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate everybody's prayers. I've had a lot of conversation with my daughter on Facebook, and it seems to be going good between
Oh,
us.
that's excellent, man. I'm glad to hear.
So thank you, everyone, for your prayers. In fact, I shared I went back to 6 months because I wanted to share that video with her. I think she probably already knew that I was doing this daily or did something on YouTube because my sister Anna shares this out. I don't know if she shared it with Amber. I did talk to my sister earlier today. Carrie says because she's been given a lot of medication and is in critical care and she's not sleeping well, which can cause hallucinations. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, lack of sleep will do it every time.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, I've got to get my sleep, you know, worked out better. Like I said, if I can make it through these next couple of months till I launch my book, I think I'll be in like Flint, you know, as long as the book does moderately well. Uh, Speaking of which, I guess you know, I almost hate to play it because people get tired of it by the time it comes out. Should I play it? Should I? Nah.
Nah, we'll save it for later.
We'll play Docs.
Hey.
No, we won't. No. Ultimately, I play this one by T Bunny. Yeah, I have a limited selection of what I've downloaded. Oh, I do have the countdown. But we're kind of past that. So
yeah, we're a little past
it. Yeah. But if I play T Bunnies, it ultimately always winds up as my thumbnail for the video. Every freaking time. Every time. I think he's embedded.
I wonder why YouTube does it.
I don't know, but I just want to feed the ducks.
Okay.
That's what this is called. Feed the ducks.
Yeah.
As you well know. Jason Bascom played the hell out of that. You know what?
Oh God, dude, he was playing that thing for months.
He was playing it, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much tired of most of the free YouTube music at this point.
Yeah, I mean, there's such a limited selection.
Yeah, well, they give you like 6 songs or something. I mean, it's not much.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. Well, that's close.
One of them's just called Rock.
That one's actually not too bad. It's just very repetitive.
Yeah. Well, they're just on a
I mean,
loop.
well, yeah, well, I mean, they're all repetitive, but that one just it gets to me a little quicker, I guess.
Acoustic cinematic. That's kind of like sitar music. A little bit.
Well, hey,
string.
Special guest in the green room today, George Harrison.
Okay.
Playing the sitar. Oh, Jesus Rex.
Didn't George Harrison play Dracula?
What?
He had a great tan.
No, that's George. I'm talking about George Harrison from the Beatles.
Oh yeah. My favorite Beatle, probably.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, not George Hamilton.
George Hamilton, yeah. Now he had the great tan. Like to put the bite on you.
Yeah. How does a vampire get that tan? That was always my question.
Well, yeah, you know, I never really. Maybe I thought of that. I don't know. I like seeing your trailer, Rex. Play it like Larry says on Pop Channel. Only person who will promote your work most is yourself, meaning you. Play it. Yeah. Well, since you requested it this time, I will. I just didn't want to play it infinitum till you're tired of it. You know. I'd like to do another one, you know, before the campaign launches, actually, but we'll see about that.
I mean, well, we'll be playing the crap out of it once the campaign launches anyway. So.
Right. See, Shadowhawk don't like it. He's not in the mood to hear it anyway.
I didn't say I don't like it. I'm just saying you started off going, I want to keep this under wraps until we get very close to launch the campaign.
I know.
Well, I
I
guess
was only going to
we're
play it
getting
once
close.
or twice, if that. And yeah, I can't help but share. Marvel Comics University, What If Season 2 is reportedly premiering December 22nd.
Hail Trusty Sidekick.
That will be on Friday, not this Friday, but next Friday. I don't know if that was posted back in November, so I don't know if that's changed. But new animated What If Season 2 for you that picking up, keeping up with that. I think it kind of had mixed reviews.
That's probably on Disney, though, right?
I think it was.
Yeah.
I didn't see season 1.
No, I didn't see any of those either.
Yeah.
And I've always loved the What If series, the comic book anyway. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can't say I always loved it when it first came out, but I quickly learned to love it,
Right.
Yeah, it had Sharon Carter in there. It's like Captain Britain or like a Captain America mix. I don't know.
Oh, right. I could see Betsy maybe becoming Captain Britain at some point, right? But she's not even really Betsy anymore. So.
And Kate from Orlando is here. Hello, Kate.
Always good to see Kate.
Well, now that we got all the gang back together, I suppose if Shadowhawk didn't care.
The gang's all.
Yes.
Any messages or anything, or like receive any until like my SIM card gets switched over.
Well, you can still do stuff on your laptop, right?
Yeah.
Don't you text and stuff on your laptop?
No, that's like I can only text on my phone.
Let's see if he notices.
My laptop is a Chromebook. It's a school computer. We're not allowed to do that.
I thought you had a little one, a sissy gate.
Oh, the tablet? You're not able to text on it either.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Rex. Daughter's talking to me. All right, go away.
Go away, kid. You bother me. Oh, thank you, Carrie. Yeah. Doc did most of the work. Of course, Pedro, we adapted some of that and we kind of worked on what was there. And I gave him, like, okay, this should say this here. But yeah, she sounds so sweet, Shadowhawk.
Don't let the sounds fool you, kiddo. No,
solo layout, Shadow.
She's a pretty good kid for a 13-year-old. I mean, I can't complain too much.
Yeah, I'm not in the complaining realm right now. I'm just grateful the way things are working out. I get it. I get it. Been there, done it.
Oh, that was Doc, Carrie.
James Gunn's Superman Legacy hits theaters July 11th, 2025. I don't know
I'm
that there's
sorry.
a lot of excitement for this
For which one?
at all, you know.
Nope. I don't think so.
Superman Legacy. Not much of a legacy left the way they're going. Who designed the
Well,
Fun My
after what
Comic
they've
Book
done to him for
Friday?
the past 10 years, it's,
That was Doc. He found that I really like it because it's not like a character. It's actually something, you know, the thing the character's associated with, kind of like Thor's hammer. So it
yeah, I
worked
mean,
really well, even though it doesn't look like the Trident and Carry. You know, it gets the point across. The Mummy, Fountain of the Persian Knights, the Mummy 4 is currently in development, is the news. Coming out in 2025, hopefully. There's no more. Of course, Brendan Fraser coming off The Whale, his win with The Whale. He gained so much weight, it'll be interesting to see him go back to the old Mummy franchise and see how he looks, you know.
are you? I don't think it was all natural weight, right? So I think he, part of that was
I
at least
think you're right, but now he
a
did
fat.
gain some
Yeah.
weight for that.
But yeah, he did gain weight. Now they'll put him on the what do they call that? This, the Hollywood cycle. They'll have him looking at like
And he's
fucking
probably about
Hugh
your age,
Jackman and like
right? Isn't Brandon Fraser about your age?
yeah, I think so. He's pretty close. He might even be a couple of years younger than me. I'm not sure. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he's younger than I am.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he might even be a couple of years younger than me. I'm not sure.
But I mean, when you get up around 50, it's hard to put on muscle mass. It's hard to lose weight.
It's hard to maintain, that's for sure.
Orb Snap thought he was sick. Oh, Snap! I thought he was sick. In theaters, don't know that I'm excited about this at all either. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom going to be in theaters December 21st. But now they will be having Black Manta in that again, so I think that's a good move because I think Black Manta is probably his most exciting and notable villain. Wouldn't you say, for Aquaman?
Probably one of the biggest ones. That or what was his brother's name?
Ocean Master.
Ocean Master, yeah, the one that was always trying to steal the throne.
Yeah, but what a name!
Yeah, not a great name.
No, not a great name. In my
what are you gonna do? DC
Ocean
wasn't exactly known for the greatness of their naming.
Hey, you remember this? I don't think I had an Evil Knievel thermos, but that's a good way to drink your coffee.
Oh, cool.
Somebody
Looks
posted their Evil Knievel.
Looks like the
thermos.
little sun faded. That cup is awfully pink on top.
Yeah, it's kind of
Purpley pink almost.
Yeah, it's kind of different, huh?
Maybe that was the girls' version of the
lunchbox. That could be a possibility. I would think that they would actually cash grab comics. So Cecil put that up there. Wonder if he has
What's
one
that?
of those.
Cecil put that up there? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Cecil put that up there. Yeah. Made a
I'd
comment
like to know where Cecil was on Tuesday, little fucker.
Playing hooky with his girlfriend, maybe. December 13th, 1977, the Bee Gees released it. Staying alive, staying alive. That was a massive, okay, more to the point of what you want to get to. Mars Attacks, released in the theaters 27 years ago. Yeah, Danny DeVito.
I love that movie. That was a fun movie. Man. I wish I would have been aware of the what was it, sticker set or cards or whatever it was when they first came out. I think it was cards.
Oh yeah. Well, now the first Topps cards came out before we were born, about
I know,
1963,
dude.
I think, or
Something like
about the
that.
time
Yeah.
I was born, maybe. So I wasn't privy to that.
No, I didn't find out about them until much later.
Oh,
Like,
maybe
oh, that's
the
cool.
80s is before I
Yeah,
ever knew they existed.
that's what I'm saying. You know, by that time they were already, worth a bunch of money and shit. It's like, oh, I ain't
Right.
buying those.
The game show Double Dare, hosted by Alex Trebek, premiered 47 years ago. Of course, that's before he started Jeopardy, right? He was on Double Dare back in 1976 on CBS. I
Alex
remember that.
Trebek was on Double Dare?
Yeah, Alex Trebek was on
That
Double
was
Dare. He was the host.
Oh, well, Double Dare must have been way different than the one. I'm thinking of the Nickelodeon one. Where they used to do the green slime everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You act like you
I
don't have a
vaguely
clue.
remember it. I mean, the golly, that was almost 50 years ago.
Yeah, I don't remember this one at all.
The first game show ever where you need nerves of steels. Brains count, but contestants with courage win money by daring their opponents to answer questions and win even bigger money in a breathtaking finale against a team of professional villains.
Ah, see, I was right. Kate says Brandon Fraser just turned 55 December 3rd. So, yeah, he's
Okay.
a little bit younger than I am.
Yeah, I'm 3 years older than him.
Yeah, I'm a year and some change.
There you go. Some Viewmaster reels. You can still get from Dan Plegel some Goblin Girl Viewmaster reels on his Goblin chest over there on Indiegogo.
Oh, dude, that's the one thing I haven't got yet on that campaign too. Damn it.
I'm hoping that he will. He does have a few extra. I'm hoping that he'll put that up as a perk just by itself, to sell the extras.
Ooh, look at I did have some good news today, right?
Oh, you got your Black
Little
Phantom that came in the day after I got mine.
Yeah.
Did you take the sticker out of the bag already?
Wow. Nope. This is hold on. Sticker's right there. It's getting ready to go up on the mirror in a little while here when I walk upstairs.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a fun read.
Oh, I read the Black Phantom already. It's fucking great, dude. I love the whole concept. It's weird and shit.
Okay. Oh, it's weird.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Well, his superpowers is something I've never seen anybody do before. It's interesting.
Well, now you have me intrigued.
And he draws the character. I love his style, man. He's a little bit cartoony, but like extremely violent in some panels. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Well, he's primarily got like a ninja sword, right? He's got a sword.
Yeah, he's got a gun too. He likes to shoot people.
He probably
in Minecraft.
Okay.
Only in Minecraft.
Oh, there you go. Gary Martin's The Ink of Art, or Brush with Destiny, The Ink Art of Gary Martin, up on Fund My Comic. Still, he did a posting.
Yeah, did you see that?
My magnum opus, Bernie Wrightson recreation with over 120 hours to complete. It will be included in my art book project, Brush with Destiny, the ink art of Gary Martin.
Yep, and That one piece right there sold me on the book. I backed it today when I got home from work.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, very interesting,
Look at that, dude. That's freaking a masterpiece. Only
Yeah, I
Bernie did
mean,
it better.
and he does that all with a brush.
Dude, that's what the amazing part. Gary Martin just, he blows me away. I'd be lucky to do some of that with like the tiniest micron tip fucking pen they have. And
Yeah,
he's
and
doing
then I
it
mean,
with a
just
brush.
to draw this would be easier for the artist who originally came up with it, the concept of it, than it would, I would think, a person just recreating. Because look at that, look how
Oh,
detailed.
dude. Well, that's
Oh
his
shoot,
own.
got to stop. I forgot the knife, or I forgot the beaker, or I forgot
Yeah,
this.
gotta go back.
Got to go back and put the sun rays in. That's amazing. That's amazing work, and he is indeed a master inker. The screen does not do it justice. Yeah, it does not at
Okay, what are
all.
you up to, dear?
But he's up to $8,452 on his campaign. Raised in 3 months, 135 backers.
Like,
I'm gonna have to reach out to Gary. I don't know what he's doing, but he started his career as an inker for DC in 1980. So he's actually
did
got a
we?
couple of years on Graham Nolan.
Yeah. Now,
He
didn't we have
worked for
Gary on
Marvel,
once already?
huh?
Didn't we have Gary once already?
Yes, we did. Should
Okay,
we
I
not
thought
have
so.
him again?
No. I'm happy to have him.
He's
I
in
was like,
Vancouver, Washington.
oh
He's a
man,
West
poor
Coast.
guy.
He worked for Marvel, Disney, Dark Horse, Image, and Archie.
Yeah, he's done it
Best
all.
known for his how-to book entitled "The Art of Comic Book Inking."
Very cool.
And he's a class act.
Oh yeah, he's just great guy.
Yeah, we really had a great discussion with him. Like he said, the diehard collectors like you and me are kind of a dying breed. But that's okay.
Well, that's I mean, it's not just a saying, right? It's literal at this point. We're all getting older.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay. Uh, uh,
I know, Methuselah, you're gonna live to be 130.
I hope. Hope for the best, and you won't be
He
disappointed,
just
I
wants to
guess.
inherit all my collection. That's all. Fucker.
Oh, I'll go to 40 if that's thrown in there. Theaters received one of the 3 endings, with many theaters announcing in newspapers which ending the viewer would see. Clue, anniversary of Clue. It's not just a game anymore; it's a movie.
Yep.
It was a movie. I remember my brother went to see that. I did not. It premiered in theaters 38 years ago in 1985.
I didn't see it in the movies. I saw it, I don't know, 6 months later or whatever when it came out on video. But pretty good movie. Had Tim Curry in it. Always
And I
liked Tim
swear
Curry.
they still make these.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know they do.
They still make those.
Yeah. The white doesn't stay on it very long if you do your job right. Just saying.
That's right. A 1, 2, crunch.
And that's
3.
not gay at all, licking Santa. Anyway, moving on. Disney's Bread Knobs and Broomsticks, starring Angela Lansbury, opened in theaters 52 years ago in 1971. I probably went to see it when it came out. I watched all that stuff. If it was Disney, I watched it, Little Drummer Boy, another Rankin and Bass, was on NBC in 1976. I play my drum for you. Although this was Little Drummer Boy Book 2. So there were a couple little drummer boy things. Howdy Doody and Santa Claus Golden Book from 1955. We're old, but we're not as old as Howdy Doody.
Thank
Just
God.
saying. Just saying. Howdy Doody was a puppet, folks.
Yes.
Shadow, I want my book. You promised. T-Bunny. Kate says.
Okay. Remind me which book, Kate. Jesus God. I've had a lot going on.
Yeah, I think she reminded you once before. I've forgotten too.
She probably
Rankin
has.
and Bass.
God, you know how
Another
much shit I
special
forget on a
released in
daily basis?
1979. Jack Frost and narrated by Buddy Hackett. 44 years ago. On the Peacock channel. Jack Frost. I kind of like that one, Jack Frost.
Promise.
There you go. Buddy Hackett, the I guess the gopher, right? Or
hedgehog maybe? Or, you know.
Isn't it the guy that sees his shadow?
Yeah, the hedgehog.
He's a hedgehog then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think he was the whatever they call that guy, you know.
The guy that
Pace
predicts
Pot Pete or whatever they call the, you know. He's got a name.
Oh, it's oh God. Pawtucket Pete or something like that.
Pawtucket Pete. Yeah, we'll go with that. That sounds Ponsamani Pizza Samedi. Oh hell, I don't know. Anyway,
you come Pizza a hedgehog. I'm gonna have to let him know about this.
This was a big movie when it came out. Driving Miss Daisy with Morgan Freeman and Jessica Tandy premiered 34 years ago in 1989. Huh?
I said, I bet he was driving Miss Daisy.
1963, the song "It's a Wonderful Time of the Year" was released on the Andy Williams Christmas album. You didn't like that?
No. No.
Check this out. 1963, Neiman Marcus Christmas catalog, okay? Ampex Entertainment Center, which includes the first home videotape television recorder. So you can record stuff off.
It's Puxatawnyville. That's it.
There you go. I'll go with that. That does sound correct.
That sounds correct.
The first home videotape television recorder in 1963. Record TV broadcast automatically. I'm sorry, record. I said record. Record. It's spelled the same, folks. Record TV broadcast automatically when you are away from home. You know what the price of that thing was back in 1963? Take a guess.
No idea.
I mean, it looks like old computer tape reels there.
Yeah. Shoot, it is probably, I don't know, $400 or something.
Try $30,000.
Oh, good Lord. Well, I thought we were looking at, sorry.
Rex, did you see pic I sent you today on Instagram? No, I haven't been on Instagram, Carrie. And I send Shadowhawk the link through the chat anymore. So don't have much of an occasion to go on there and check it out, but I will right now. Instagram.com. Oh, it's the one. Are there a bunch of shoppers around or
a what? A bunch of what, Rex?
A bunch of Oh, I've seen that. Yeah. Uh, I will share it though. I don't know. I lost my place. There you go. Gary sharing this on Instagram. I have seen that. Matter of perspective, right? Tried to take a photo of a grasshopper on my windshield, but it now looks like it's gigantic and destroying the town.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, that's not really forced perspective, but it's
sort of, kind of, I guess.
kind of, sort of, maybe.
There's another term for it. I'm not.
Yeah.
Again, I forget more than I remember anymore. Just shoot me now and put me out of my misery, people.
No. There's room for improvement. And Jerry Maguire, I didn't watch it, but Tom Cruise, Cuba Gooding Jr. was in that as well. Premiered 27 years ago, 1996. Jerry Maguire. I actually got in a conversation with my mother about this because she watches Wheel of Fortune. I said, gosh, Vanna White's probably been on the show since its start, just about, before even Pat Sajak came on. Apparently, I was wrong, Shadowhawk. Vanna White joined Wheel of Fortune December 13th, 1982.
Yeah, I remember, I think, when she started.
I would have thought that, she would have been on even before Pat Sajak came on as a host, because he was not the original host.
No, it was what was it? Was it Chuck Woolery?
Chuck Woolery. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I remember, it just used to be like a wheel with nails hammered in it. And one episode it broke down and wouldn't spin. So the last amount that it landed on which I think was $500. Every question was worth $500 till the end of the show. So you had Wheel of Fortune without a working wheel. So that was kind of a disaster.
Yeah, but back then, $500 was a pretty good amount on the wheel too.
Oh yeah. It definitely was. But I would have thought that she would have went back to the Chuck Woolery days, to tell you the truth.
I thought she was on there before Sajak too. I thought he came on and she was already there, but I guess I was wrong.
I guess I was too. I thought she had been there longer than 1982. I like this caption here. The alien says, "Take me to your leader," and we say, "Now is not a good time."
Yeah.
But I can offer you some pudding.
Give us about a year and a half.
Yeah. Well, we shall see. This just in: Disney awarded defense contract.
This just in.
You just heard me right. Disney awarded defense contract. A defense contract now. Disney awarded defense contract after producing more bombs than Lockheed Martin.
No. Lockheed Martin makes airplanes. Sorry.
Thank you for the clarification there. Dad? And,
get your jokes straight.
You'll appreciate this with the current controversy over Nightcrawler.
Oh no, I hate it. Nightcrawler is one of my favorite fucking X-Men. I loved Mystique. God dang.
Well,
Marvel,
here's Mystique.
Go to hell, Marvel. Go to hell, Marvel.
Here's Mystique as Danny DeVito. Dad?
I never say this to anybody, but Marvel editors, whoever's in charge, go to hell. Suck. God.
Where the caption on this is, "Where is your God now? Where is your God now?"
Where's your Messiah now?
They put pizza on their pineapple.
All right. Who's the fucking smartass?
That might actually be pretty good.
Whoever this is, I'm blocking them immediately for life.
I must confess, the other night I had Hawaiian pineapple pizza. Yes.
Oh damn! Look at time. Gotta go. Oh.
Thank you for joining us.
Have a great night, everybody. Hello.
Oh my God.
The great pineapple controversy. Don't get that started again. Frega's probably already mad at me.
There you go. There's your Bernie Wrightson. Howbeit small. I'll leave it up there for you for a minute.
It might be small, it might be a little bit, but look at that light and shadow work, dude. Good God, man.
Yeah, pretty.
The only guy that even comes close, and I'm ashamed to say wasn't really that aware of him until recently, is Gary Martin, man. He's one of my new favorites.
Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you, Lorenzo, for liking the broadcast over there on Twitter. Appreciate that, Lorenzo. It is Thursday night. Lorenzo will be having his show
on tonight.
Yeah, Lorenzo will be on tonight. Have you seen a movie called Christmas Evil?
What's that?
Have you seen a movie called Christmas Evil? Came out in 1980.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of Christmas horror movies.
Okay.
I may have seen it.
Well, Santa, commits murders and drives around in a van.
Huh. Okay. That's different.
Isn't that wild?
Does it at least
I'll share that with you.
Does it have a rainbow mural or a reindeer mural on the side of the van?
I think on the side of the van was the sleigh.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
I guess.
Yeah,
I guess that's all right.
Yeah, I guess I can show you this much of it.
Maybe
don't want to get struck, but see there, he's driven off the road with the van.
Oh yeah, look at that
sleigh on the back. And there you go. So
it's probably got a little red nose on the front. Yep, look at that.
Have you seen that movie?
No, I don't think so.
Well, it gets bloody there right before that.
Cool.
Puts this guy's eye out, and then he axes somebody in the head.
Let me
wondered if you had seen that.
I don't believe I did see that one. Amazingly
this was kind of cute. Before coffee and after coffee.
All right, I like that one.
Kate says we have 15 minutes to vacate the premises and then go over to Lorenzo's, I guess.
Wow.
I guess I'll have to start early. Either that or cut it short.
I thought Lorenzo started at 7. What, he changed his time up?
Yeah, I thought we had to, thought we had more time than that, actually.
Well, I guess somebody's going to be grounded from some lizard representation for a while.
I mean, check this flower out. It is amazing what is on the planet Earth. Look how big that is compared to that guy. One flower. No, it's not Photoshop.
Oh, is that one of them ones that smells like death or whatever, and only opens up once every 100 years or some shit?
Really?
They got one in the I don't know, dude. They got one in the Botanic Gardens outside of Chicago over here. It's world famous university bullshit. And apparently a couple of years ago it opened up, and I think it's maybe not 100 years. It might be
now there's one that reacts to
once
the moon.
every 50 or something like that. It's weird as hell.
Yeah.
But they say it smells like a rotting corpse when it opens up. So why you wouldn't be anywhere near it, I have no idea.
I've known people like that. Anyway. It's the
Damn it.
one. It's the best time of the year. Anyway,
To make that a hog space.
I thought we might feature this. We're going to have him on next Wednesday talking about this project. So why don't we play his trailer? We need to get him some more eyes on this. He's 82%. He's almost funded. It's a Polyon 20, and I'm told this is XX.
Yes.
Live not by lies. He is a Christian creator. Powerful global elites have created their own God. Only a group of young augments can stop them. Kind of neat. Kind of neat.
And this is another new guy that I'm really liking his black and white artwork. And gray tone, obviously.
Well, we will have at least the writer and no, I
Oh,
think we'll have the writer and artist on. Actually, I think both of them will be on with us next Wednesday. Let's watch the trailer.
all right.
On top, yes.
Oh yeah, this is Godflow Dan. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Look at that.
Yeah, ultimately you're going to overstream, especially if they're on East Coast and we're Central, West Coast. Every Tuesday, same thing with
I forgot about the man cave tonight. See, forgetting everything.
So he will be with us Wednesday. I believe it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
We'll start the day tomorrow. That Niles and Billy Tucci are going to have the thing.
Yeah, that thing. Pop XP.
Pop XP, right? On Pop XP, they're going to have Rob Liefeld.
Oh, yeah. I almost forgot about that.
That's tomorrow. So I will sadly be gone to my office party. So I'll either have to start a little early or leave a little. It starts at 6. So,
Well, all I can say then is you better be here on time.
I can always start 30 minutes without you. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but at times like that, I just have to braid through those things.
Sometimes you just have to muddle through the wrecks. I know.
Muddle, yeah, piddle.
Yeah. Damn it.
Most definitely. I did have at least one Harley Quinn, maybe two for Carrie's consumption. So
I don't know. Carrie's been awfully demanding lately.
Yeah. Pre-record Rex. Yeah. It's just not the same.
Oh, yeah.
We can still do most of the show tomorrow.
Yeah, of course we can.
If not all of it. I mean, I don't have a set time.
As long as traffic's good and everything, if I get home early, we can always start a few minutes early.
Have you ever seen a bat nursery? Little bats without any hair.
Hairless
with
bats?
The mamas and the papas.
Oh, they're ugly as all hell.
It gives me an idea for like a ball-headed vampire story.
I think somebody's doing that one already.
Okay, well, Count Olaf was that way, right? He was bald.
So is Aaron's vampire in the new book.
Now I know I have two of these. The two that are on the right.
You know, just even care.
Shogun Warriors. Now I still have my Shogun Warriors. I have
I
three
wish I
of them.
still had my Godzilla, man.
You wish you had your Godzilla?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, they did come out with a big Godzilla, didn't they? That thing
Yeah, I
must
didn't
have
have.
been.
I bought him used from a friend of mine, and then I moved out, and he disappeared with all the rest of my toys.
Lady Vampire with Victorian steampunk look would be awesome, Carrie says.
Ooh,
She
yeah, that
also
would be
says,
cool.
Shadowhawk, put a pin in that. We'll circle back that, Jin Saki. I'm not demanding person. I'm too scared of rejection for that.
Nah, she knows I'm just teasing her. I gotta give you a little shit every now and again, Carrie.
Well, I'm glad she knew it.
Oh, wait a minute.
I used to have this. I don't think I do in my collection anymore. A Goblin magazine. Have you seen that from Warren? Rudy Debris cover, I think.
No, I missed that one.
Number one. Came out in the early 80s, I think.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Early 80s, I had my nose to the grindstone raising my youngest child. So
yeah. And that's why it came out in June 1982 to be
that's why my beak is so pointy now.
I was wondering how you sharpen that thing.
That and a nice cuttlefish now and again.
Epecorus? I don't know if that's right or not. Anyway, he said, not what we have, but what we enjoy constitutes our abundance. I would agree.
Okay. Yeah.
Not what we have, not possessions, but what we enjoy constitute our abundance.
Yes.
I'd agree.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Mm-hmm. That's taking things too literal. Ground coffee.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's just stupid.
That's just a bad pun. Well, that's why I didn't show it till now, later in the show, when people start,
I want to see the asshole drink it now that he poured that perfectly good coffee into the ground. You better go ahead and drink it.
Banana bread. Follow me for more recipes, he says.
That is the simplest banana bread I've ever seen.
Well, I can't disagree with his
He's not
assertion
lying.
that it is indeed banana bread or
Yeah,
banana.
He ain't lying. I mean,
he ain't lying. But I thought the cute thing about that was he said, "Follow me for more recipes."
Yeah. My only question is, can I get chili and cheese on that?
Oh God, I don't even want to fathom that. Although chili and cheese actually sounds pretty good about right now. I still have some of my tragic meatloaf, and I did put some turmeric and some cumin in there because it's really good for you.
Mm-hmm.
You slice into the meatloaf and it looks yellow inside.
Yeah, that's the turmeric.
Yeah.
You may have used a wee bit too much.
I can't taste it. I mean, it's good for you.
I don't know that it really has a lot of flavor. I think it's more
right.
Why
is my meatloaf yellow? Someone might say,
Yeah.
If they came
I
over
know
and
saffron is kind of that way too, but it actually has some flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it helps. Yeah, it's supposed to be really good for your joints and stuff like that.
Yeah, and sadly, my sister Anna is, pray for her. She's
what's going
her
on?
Her elbow is really hurting, like tendonitis. Repetitive movement or like she was talking about having her phone up to, holding her phone the same way all the time. And I'm like, yeah, well, put me on speaker. And she says, you are on speaker, which kind of caused some audio problems there. But,
Carrie, I got all kinds of art displayed on my Instagram. I just don't draw a lot anymore. I sketch every now and again on pencils and pints on Fridays, but so we'll see. Maybe tomorrow I'll have a few more.
Tomorrow. Yeah, I got to thinking about that. I guess one beer wouldn't be too bad before I venture forth.
But most of what you see on my Instagram is art that I bought or gotten at auction or commissioned because I love black and white art, and yeah. Don't know what else to tell you.
My movie HQ says 50 best sci-fi TV shows to watch right now.
Right
some
now,
of them are, oldies. I think we would agree on some of these.
I'm saying right now. What's good that's actually new right now? Anything?
I don't know. I don't know how he's saying just right now. I mean, it's available, I guess. The Expanse. Now, I've only seen maybe one episode of that when it first started with Thomas Jane as the sheriff.
That was a good show from what I saw of it. It was good.
Stranger Things. He says Stranger Things. I never saw that.
The first 2 seasons were okay. I didn't care for the third one.
Twilight Zone. That's going way back.
I can't complain about that.
Black Mirror. Wasn't that through the BBC? Black Mirror?
Maybe, yeah. The Black Mirror ones were pretty good though.
I haven't seen them, but I've seen some promo advertising. The X-Files,
of course, that's good.
Battlestar Galactica, that would make my 50 top list. Doctor Who. Let me put a caveat there. Classic Doctor Who.
Why do you not have the link, Kate? Because you haven't asked Rex for it. I'm not in charge of that.
But now you can always go up and copy the link in the bar and put it in there. But I will do it because
and then I'll kick myself because I have no.
Oh, that's right. You are. I forget that you're on a telephone. I'm sorry. Yeah. Firefly, which a lot of people like. I didn't think was. I thought it was passable. I didn't think it was.
It was all right. I didn't think it was. It was great.
Yeah, it was one of my least favorite that was on. At the time that you had the Sci-Fi Channel launching.
I liked what was this? The dude that was like the pilot.
Oh yeah, the main guy, the captain.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
He later played Castle.
Yeah. That's the guy.
Yeah. The Outer Limits, I can't complain there. Fringe, that lasted for 5 seasons. That was fun. The Orville, I think it's done at 3 seasons. Westworld, the old movie, yes. The new stuff, not so much. I mean, the first
Westworld, the first season started off great. I don't know what happened. Well, I know exactly what happened.
Well, I mean, okay, they bedazzle you with stuff, but it's kind of like when I watched the latest Star Trek, Strange New Worlds, right? They didn't really get me invested in. They didn't get me invested in the characters, Shadowhawk. Really, a whole season, and I couldn't care less. Was it entertainment for the moment? I suppose because it was different. A different take on Star Trek, and I'm always down for that. But after a whole season, I can't say that I'm down for anything. And then before I even bought that, season 2's already talking about the horrendous musical episode. I'm like, why? And there was actually 3 episodes that had music. Hey, Kate.
Hey, all right, Kate, once and for all, I've got a pen in my hand. I've got my notebook handy. What book am I supposed to be sending you?
Okay, because what you put through me, the emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Yes, of Greg and him, Levine, whatever his name is. You remember
Oh,
that
Greg.
show?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I remember.
When he grabbed his
Okay.
junk and everything.
Yeah. Yes. How dare you?
How
So
dare you?
emotional damage. I
Absolutely.
requested T Bunny's book.
Oh, T Bunny's. Well, now T Bunny hasn't
T-Bunny-
released it yet.
T-Bunny's
Kate.
book
I
ain't out yet.
know
Kate.
he signed. There's a sign up. I want to make sure you're signed up on it.
What?
Oh,
Duh.
I think we're both signed up
Yeah,
for that book.
of course I am. I thought you meant it's something I already had. I felt bad. I'm like, shit. I don't.
Well, you do owe me one that you do have, but can't
Well, what's
remember
that?
it right now. You have like a
Ah.
couple of them. You were showing one on the stream.
Well,
Like,
hon,
oh,
you
it
know
was like
I'm
an
drinking
extra
every night,
one.
and I've got a million things on my mind.
Well,
I
I'm
tend to
drinking right
forget.
now too. I had a bad day.
Yeah, tell me about it. I got a migraine 2 hours after I got to work, and I came home today. I walked off the fucking job, so I don't even know if I got a job tomorrow.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I'm
Really
sure.
bursting.
Yeah.
No, I
Well,
had to deal with
I told
22
myself.
mile an hour winds. Malls are packed with tourists trying to do Christmas shopping. I walked like 5 miles.
Yeah,
Had
I
to get
gotta
a dress
send.
for the party. I had to get shoes, of course, jewelry to
I gotta
match,
send
all the
Justin a
trauma.
package I forgot about too until like yesterday. So I gotta get his package together too. From
Carrie
Douglas.
says,
Justin.
"Why are you talking so sexually to Shadowhawk?
I
Such
do
a
not. He's
such a
my brother.
sexual
No, hell
tone,
no.
Kate.
No,
Such
Shush.
a
You shush. You
Kate and I
shush.
are good friends. We don't have, there's none of that going
We
on.
troll each other, man.
welcome to the show, Mr. Lorenzo Sleestack.
Howdy.
The white nipple.
Now we were
Oh, there he is.
wondering, Lorenzo, your show starts at 6, does it not?
It starts 7 Central.
7 Central.
Oh,
So I
7
I
Central.
was
Okay.
sure.
That's right.
It's Belmont we're missing.
Yeah, right now. He's on right now, live.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all.
Unfortunately, I have to stream over Belmont, you know.
Yeah,
Well, I don't have to, but
I don't know
Justin.
why.
I like to relax and chill and drink just once a week. I love you. I'm here. You know I'm here every time you stream.
well,
Just
there's the
about.
title, Unwind a Little on the 4 o'clock shadow.
Well, hey, I'm here Fridays. Hey,
Yeah.
party
Yeah.
time.
I wonder what's going on. Does Doc usually stream at this time? I thought this was kind of an unusual time for him to stream.
I think he's on the man cave. I think
He's
there's
on the
Oh,
man
yeah.
cave
Yeah,
tonight.
he's
Yeah.
on the main
Okay,
page. Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm going.
Oh, you
Did
going
we
over to
stream
the
in
man
multiple
cave?
channels?
Yes, I only cheat on you once a week, but it's early.
Well,
Okay.
tell
Well,
everybody
that's
I
I mean,
say
I'm
hi.
here
And
at 4. I'm here at 5. I've an hour and 6 minutes with you guys. I love you guys. I love Carrie. We got to hook up, girl. I want to know about that steampunk Victorian. I'm like so into that.
all right. Well, tell everybody I'll pop in once Rex and I are done, whenever that may be.
yeah.
Okay.
And
right. Love you, Vic.
there's
I love you.
We'll
Love you,
pick
Rex. Love you, Carrie.
Lorenzo's lizard brain here for a second, and then
Alrighty. Take care, Lorenzo. Love
we'll
you.
see
Mwah.
Kate.
Love you too.
Night.
Yeah, nice.
It was great to see you. That's cool. I don't know if I've been on the panel with her before. Maybe once.
Oh, really? Yeah, no, Kate's a sweetheart, dude.
That's what you call cross pollination. You'll be having man babies before you know it.
What are you talking about?
Well, half lizard, half man.
I don't see it.
You don't see it?
Oh, Lorenzo.
Is there something on the screen that's supposed to be seen?
No. So, you got anything particular going on the show tonight, man? Guest topics, anything, or is it going to be the usual chaos?
It's always chaotic. There was a comic creator asking about going on my channel.
That's cool. Get them on, dude. Get them on.
So that's a possibility.
Cool.
They didn't say when they were available, so.
I know, dude. You know how hard it is to pin down these guys? Jesus God.
Are you gonna? I may have already asked you this, Lorenzo, but are you gonna watch the new Godzilla movie?
I'd like to catch it in theaters. But with my arthritis and stuff, I might just watch it on TV.
Well, I have a substitute for you here. Here's a defensive, very, I guess somebody told him off or something. Monitor lizard.
You doing, Ivy?
Afraid he'd leap on me. Look at whoa!
Damn, he was pissed.
It almost sounded like
Kate.
Wonder how long they can stand on their legs.
Yo, kitty.
Kitty? I called him a kitty or something.
Well, some of the monitor lizards get pretty big. I'm sure you're aware of it, Lorenzo. They get, pretty good size.
And they can stand on their hind legs too.
Apparently.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't realize they could do that shit.
Yeah, well,
I knew they were good climbers,
but Python. This monitor lizard was not as lucky. How that python is going to eat that thing whole, I do not know.
Oh, it will.
Yeah, they're pretty good at
those
unhinging its jaw, but it doesn't look big enough to eat something so big. But
he's gonna lay around for 3 or 4 days after he eats that, dude. He's gonna be very vulnerable.
Yeah, he's gonna be lethargic. Absolutely.
Give me dinner.
Yeah, I had a pet python, dude. She was only 3 foot long, and I fed her a full-size rat that was supposed to be a pet. And
here's some facts,
She
Lorenzo.
sat on her heat rock for a week with a smile on her face, man.
Was it good for you? I've had better.
Wait, you got rid of your pet rat?
The thing tried to jump on my face, man. I had a weird feeling.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, I had this really weird feeling, and it was sitting on the couch, like on the back of the couch.
Dude, hell no.
And I looked over, and right as I looked over, the thing leaped like it was going to jump on the side of my face and bite me, and I just intercepted it in midair, squeezed the living shit out of it, and then I threw it in my python tank. And
I'm going to get rid of that thing, too. That good call on that.
Yeah, no, dude. You're going to try to sneak attack me? I got news for you. Let me introduce you to Cleo.
Here's some facts, Lorenzo, you might not have known. Lizards show more differences in size and shape than any other group of living reptiles.
Yeah, we don't all look alike like you humans.
The smallest is a type of gecko, just 2 centimeters from snout to vent. The largest is the monitor lizard, reaching 300 centimeters, including tail. Lizards can weigh from get the rest of this
half a gram to 400 pounds,
from less than 1 gram to over 150 kilograms. The ideal most people have of a lizard, sometimes something 30 centimeters long, scurrying on legs and tail. Some lizards have no legs, looking like snakes. Others have long back legs, allowing them to walk on 2 feet at times. Male lizards can have decorative body parts. Oh boy. Do you have decorative body parts? Anyway, we'll get back to that. These include flaps of skin that open at their throats. Do you have that, Lorenzo? Spikes on their throats or heads, antlers, and feathers on their tails. These flashy features likely help attract mates.
And one thing they didn't mention is when they're getting ready to date, most lizards can bust a move, man. Those little guys can dance.
Bust a groove.
Yeah, you should have seen when the break dance.
Maybe that's what you need, Lorenzo. You gotta get some better dance moves, dude. He'll get you.
Yeah, back when the movie Breaking came out, that was pretty popular in the land of Lost. Oh, those break dance moves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there were all sorts of sleeve stacks and intrusions dancing to hip hop back in the day.
Ah, makes sense, man.
Yeah,
makes sense.
That was a good era for hip hop dance, like early
Oh,
to mid
come on,
80s.
people, leave me alone.
Well, I
2 hours?
guess nowadays
I
is
can't
when.
stop.
What the hell ever happened to breakdance? I mean, it's still around, but
You just, I
Yeah,
don't
I
know,
think it
dude. I
just
mean,
morphed into something else, you know?
yeah,
I
I think it kind of works its way.
you say nowadays.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't
like
see many people who, I've seen like a couple of guys that can do like some amazing, head shoulder spin stuff. And then I see some guys that do some really good robot stuff, but you never see anybody doing like a whole routine anymore. I don't know.
that's a shame. It was breakdancing and graffiti art, which not just tagging someone's name, but like these beautiful murals and stuff. That all used
Yeah.
to be part of hip hop, and now it's mainly just the rap part.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I like this. I like a lot of the stuff that came out, like all up to the like, including some of the stuff in the '90s. I think that was like kind of like the golden age, like late '80s, the early '90s. I mean, there were like a lot of real creative. I like Public Enemy. I think they were pretty cool. I don't know about their new albums or anything.
Yeah, I
Well,
didn't care for
this isn't
really any of the gangster rap shit.
this isn't
Snoop Dogg and
breakdancing,
stuff
but
was funny. There was a couple
I
of
would have
guys I
thought
liked.
I would have thought these lizards would have had more traction on a slick surface than this.
Some do, some don't, brother.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe he's not a gangster.
Maybe. I don't
He's
know.
not a gecko.
If that was up and down my leg, I'd get gangster real quick.
Yeah.
If that was a gecko, dude, he'd have been up that thing a minute.
I'd bust a groove. I'd bust a groove real quick. You might even see me moonwalk.
Wasn't the moonwalk from like wasn't that inspired by like some of the dances from like say the 30s or?
Yeah, dude, I saw a video not that long ago of some guy doing it and doing it well, like back in 1934, 35.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
I
golden
think I
age
played that on this channel.
Yeah, you might have, dude.
Yeah,
That
back in
shit
the
was
50s. It was back in
crazy.
the
Was
50s.
it the 50s? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude was good, man. It might have been better than Michael.
50s or early 60s. It was a while, yeah.
Do you ever see the videos where like the old black and white films where these like guys are dancing and like walking, like they're somehow walking or running up a wall?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've
I don't know
seen
how they
that.
did that without like falling on their heads, or even like how they even walked up in the wall in the first place.
Oh, you mean where they did like a backflip off the wall, or?
I don't know. It was like they were like they gained some momentum, and they were like, I think they started walking on the wall for a minute or so.
Well, yeah. I used to be able to do that. You run at the wall. You take a
Hey
leap.
Tank.
You take 2 steps. Your second step, you flip backwards into a backflip. But
Okay.
if you're doing a backflip, you can't fucking chicken out halfway, dude. That's how you get hurt.
Now, what was that song by the? I guess he's a rapper. You know, it's like, "Come on, baby,
Oh
bust a
shit!
move."
Check it out, guys.
It
Here's
wasn't
my
called
little.
"Bust a Move" though.
Look at my little small town.
Oh,
Is
is it a
the Christmas trolley?
town? Oh,
This comes and picks people up and takes them downtown
oh
to go
yeah.
do their Christmas shopping and stuff.
It almost looks on this tiny phone screen. It almost looks like lomography. You know those Lomo cameras.
It's a little I don't know. I guess it's diesel powered, like a little bus, but it's made to look like an
Oh, it
old
looks
fashioned
like a little
trolley.
tram or something.
Yeah, and then they
Yeah,
put like
a
they
trolley.
dress it up. They dress it up for all the holidays, and they give like the old folks free rides to go shopping.
Well, that's cool. Why didn't you hop a ride? Oh.
I ain't that old yet.
Okay.
I'm getting there though.
My brother is late brother. I don't know if I have to say that point out that he passed away every time I talk about it. That's not the point. But his best friend
So
lived
how late is he now? Like 6
in
years? No, I'm just teasing.
and,
Hey, Tank. Good to see you, buddy.
there's all sorts of so his best friend visited. Lived in Prague, and my brother visited there. But apparently, they had trams that you could like. They were like really like
Like in the old San Francisco days where you can like run up and jump on the back. That'd be cool, man.
There you go.
We used to have a bunch of like trolleys, and then what I heard is that
Lincoln
uh,
Log.
something a company that rhymes with Enteral Odors, something that and has the same initials as Game Master. You know what I'm talking about? Like
I don't
supposedly,
know what
Yeah,
you're talking
yeah.
about half the time you're talking about.
Allegedly in Minecraft bought up a bunch of trolleys and then shut them down.
Really? Bad.
Yeah. There was a documentary about that, and I think a book as well. I think it's something like on a clear night you can see General Motors or something. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's the one about.
I don't know. Recently, I saw my first, in my town anyway, we've now got an electric bus. It looks like kind of the short bus, for the window lickers. But it's apparently all electric. I don't know.
I'm betting there's quite a few comic book fans who wrote that
Yeah,
book.
dude, I'm in the middle of nowhere. It's amazing that we even have one.
Whatever.
I'm in a farmland, Indiana, dude. It's like we got one electric bus. We're kicking ass here.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know as far as the batteries and stuff like.
That's cool. Look at that.
Sustainability of the current electric vehicles. Plus, right now, we use like fossil fuels. I think to make the electricity, unless you like.
Yeah, that's the whole thing, dude. Yeah, you got an electric car. It costs like it's a ridiculous amount of money to install a station at your house, let alone if you're relying on ones near you. Apparently, the charging stations have a tendency to set fire, and also
wow,
they're just supplied off your regular grid. So it's not like you're using solar power or wind power to power your car. You're still being charged up by nuclear or hydro or coal, whatever the local.
I forgot there was a place.
So how are you saving on fossil fuel? It doesn't make any sense.
There was a place in my town where they had these golf cart sized cars, and this was before the big three got bailed out.
Right.
There were these smaller companies, and they were starting to make these electric cars just for like traveling around town, or let's say you live in like an adult community and you're like a senior or whatever, and you want to drive like a little golf cart type car around. Now those actually did have so the place that rented them out actually did have solar panels. So I think
really?
for the smaller ones they could be charged that way.
Well, I mean, see, the thing you gotta understand though is I'm in the field, so that even places like the giant solar farms, where you just see like a giant field where it's just nothing but solar panels, that provides a tiny infinitesimal percentage of what you need to run whatever town it's in. The technology just isn't there yet to give us.
It should be. It should be though.
Europe.
No, it very much so should be, and it should be a lot less expensive than it is. But it's all part of we won't.
I mean, I went to the 1982 World's Fair, and the theme of that was about alternative energy, and they had a small.
They had a World's Fair in the 80s. Wow, I've always wanted to go to one, but I thought they stopped having them. Like,
Oh no, they still have them. as far as I know.
That's one of the things I'm fascinated with because those things were cool. And I think
Well, Jimmy Carter, he was already out of office, but he opened up the fair that year. Of course, I wasn't there when he did it, but
who opened up? I'm sorry,
Jimmy Carter.
Actually, that seems like a good job. Well, was he president at the time, or
no? He was out of office by then.
That's a step in the right direction for him.
Well, I mean, he was all about alternative energy.
Yeah.
They had a small little solar place, but you would think in 40 years since, 40 plus years since then, that they would have perfected. They're gotten a little closer. They haven't budged an inch. And the thing of it is,
go ahead. Sorry.
We started out with electrical cars. There's a lot of people,
BA
in response to this hey, BA.
Hell.
BA will
almost
be on
done
with us.
Book One, BA. I'm loving it, man.
Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. And also the Tome of Reckoning. Here's a page from that.
Oh, yeah.
He will be on with us Thursday. And Wednesday we have Dan from Godfo Universe. And he is indeed a great interview. And good to see BA.
Drive electric cars?
Man, I've been seeing so many posts of like the 1910 electric cars, and there's a lot of people posting the electric cars. It's amazing some of the range that some of those early electric cars got,
So that's the thing is I could see it was good to
see
see
117 on Book One right now, BA.
Oh, you're still reading it? Okay.
I can see what's harder in the whole.
What are you disparaging my reading ability now, Rex? How much time do I have a day?
With the whole gas crisis thing during Carter administration, I could see why he'd be into alternative energy. Though he might have been.
Well, that was a big thing for him in the 70s, right? So he was out of office, and
I mean, there were. Because I know there was that big embargo. I heard of there were big lines at the gas station.
Oh, that was the
you want to do the I'll do it anyway. Yeah, this just in. George Washington died on this day way back in 1799. That's all, folks.
This has been an announcement.
I wonder if they gave him like a big funeral. George Washington. You think?
That's a good question.
Dude, I imagine I'm probably the biggest funeral in the country at the time.
He was also,
had he?
I wonder if he got him if he got like a received any sort of Masonic, I don't know if they perform their own funerals, but I wonder if he has like some sort of any Masonic stuff.
Well, he was a Mason. He also brewed his own beer. He was Mason. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
man.
He cracked down on the whiskey wars too. We're talking about alternative energy and electric. This didn't occur to me. I actually saw something today on why this guy thinks prohibition came along, because people were using alcohol as a fuel for their cars.
Yeah,
that was actual moonshine. That was,
right.
Barrel.
But now you could run your car off that.
Yeah, I don't know if you need a special, if it helps to have a special engine.
Yeah.
Because I don't want anybody like putting vodka in their engine and then blowing up. They
also say
standards. That's one way they control things. Is
they do have the grain gasoline, but it's bad for the seals and stuff in your car. There's something
Because
chemical.
it's alcohol and it attracts water, right?
Yeah, there's something chemically about it that it eats up the seals in your, like your
Right.
piston rings and your seals or your oil seals, all that stuff.
Well,
Faster.
that's what they say about the corn, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What do they call it?
Oh, hell no. Don't give anybody that for Christmas. Come on,
Gasohol.
folks. SpaghettiOs
Gasohol.
candle? Come on.
Oh, that's nasty. I would disown whoever. You give
I
that
don't
shit to
even
me,
think that would burn.
I am disowning you. I do not want that smell in my house.
What's that thing made
It would make your room smell like SpaghettiOs, though.
Well, I'm
Just
so
saying.
glad my kids don't eat that crap anymore. I
Now,
hated it.
if you could do cranberry that way, the cranberry out of a can, that
Cranberry's
might
nice.
be, that might be good.
Cranberry's good. Peppermint. I can do pine.
Would you get that for
sandalwood.
me for Christmas?
Oh, I'm
SpaghettiO
sending
candy.
you one, Rex. You are getting it, man.
I
hope it actually comes in a can where you have to like pop the top on it and then pop it out. That would be awesome.
SpaghettiOs I liked as a kid, but I
I'm
think
cooking
my
and lurking.
taste
Oh,
changed
no.
as
Why is there a Colt 45 on the baby bottle?
I just
Yeah, scratch that, reverse it. A baby on the
40
Colt
ounce.
45.
I do remember my dad had got a sip of beer like once as a kid.
Yeah.
But
How'd you like it?
not anything like a Colt 45.
Yeah. Billy D. Williams, Colt 45. You want to be
wow.
smooth.
Whoa, I can't show this. I'll have to show this after the show. Julie Newmar, taken from the Playboy May 1968 issue.
Oh, my.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I definitely would find that interesting.
Put it in the back room, Rex. Yeah. I can't wait another 30 minutes.
I didn't know that she did Playboy.
I didn't either.
Well, that would be interesting for my research about humans.
I think I'm gonna have to find.
Oh, get out of here!
Hey, Lorenzo is studying the human form, and what better form to study than Julie Newmar? I mean,
well,
I get it.
Especially back in 1968. Wow.
Oh yeah.
You just be careful what you start probing, mister.
Yeah, I'm telling you, on YouTube, they have a really nice, and it's only about an hour long. They have a really nice. Let's see if I can find the title real quick in just my history. Documentary on Julie Newmar.
Oh, that would be interesting.
It was very informative. Just look up Julie Newmar on YouTube.
Just had an outstanding cast of characters. It seemed like no matter the combination of, because I know they had like multiple actresses playing Catwoman and whatnot.
It's called the Unknown Life of Julie Newmar.
Like they had one of the best Jokers of all time.
All I want to know was exactly what she was wearing under the Catwoman suit, because I bet it was amazing. All right, and I've been banished for good.
She probably was wearing her cast.
I'm thinking she may have been just wearing her birthday suit under that costume, dude. That thing was tight.
Well, I had totally forgotten that Julie Newmar was in wrong picture. And I used to watch
this. He's gonna get himself kicked yet. Watch this.
No, that was a Browning. That was a Kodak Browning. I'm no robot.
No, that would be a brownie. A Browning is a
right
pew,
before
pew,
she did
in
Batman.
Minecraft.
She was in. I knew her from this show, although I was extremely young. I'm no robot, and they
I have
said
my
on this
doubts about
document.
these early memories of yours, Rex. I
Well,
think you
I
just.
mean,
I
even
think
at
you. I think you
one or
surf
2
a
years
lot of the
old,
internet
you've
and
got
then
to
you
notice
believe.
Julie Newmar.
No, but I just think you surf a lot of this old internet stuff, and then you think,
No,
oh yeah, I remember that.
no, I had totally forgotten about this, but I do remember
and now you
when they
remember.
mentioned. Well, you're just giving me hell. Anyway, I'm no robot. I'm going to get this out, damn it. I'm no robot. And what was interesting, they said
I
only
am
the
not a
first
robot.
10. You can run interference if you want, but only the
I'm
first
just
10 episodes exist because the rest, I guess, were erased. I don't know. But
okay.
I do remember Julie Newmar in that
Or
and me
re-recorded
really
over.
liking it. You know, she played a robot. It was kind of a comedy thing.
Really?
They used to.
Yeah, it was a great show. It was a great show, but sadly, it's never been released on DVD or Blu-ray or anything.
Was it
It's
actually
just a forgotten classic.
Wow.
And there's only 10 episodes because the rest of them have disappeared and apparently haven't been found in decades. So
they might have been re-recorded over, dude. You know,
I thought that was interesting because it was like Dave coming on here and saying that he's seen early Doctor Who when it came out.
Oh, I know. That's
and
wild.
So I probably watched some of those, and that was the last time you got to see it was when it first broadcast. So somewhere in my memory banks, if somebody hypnotizes me, you know, I would maybe have a memory of those shows. Julie Newmar will either confirm or deny one's attraction to the female sex.
Yeah, that's the test. It's like History of the World Part 1. The jig is up and go.
Yeah. Well, I don't think she's a lesbo. In fact, she's
that's no. I think you missed the point of that.
I did. I probably that's what she said. Yeah.
All right, you got to snort out of me. You happy now?
I am.
You bastard.
Yeah. I'm doing my stupid little task as the world crumbles.
I thought you were going to show us Julie Newmar. No, now we've got a frog with some kind of electric cart.
It's cyber frog. Well, it's vacuum frog. But
all right, fuck that.
And I told you I can't show you because there's a little nip. There's a little nip there.
I thought there was another picture you were talking about that you were going to show.
I can show you Ingrid Pitt. Did you realize that Ingrid Pitt that did the Hammer movies actually did the Tom Baker Doctor Who when he went to Atlantis?
But I like the other girl from Hammer better, the brunette. What's her name?
Oh, Carol Monroe.
Carol Monroe, yes. Oh,
yeah,
God.
Yeah. It's hard to beat her. James Bond killed her though.
I like her a lot.
James Bond blew her up. You know.
Yeah, well,
you know, a helicopter accident.
Well, at least he probably boned her first and then blew her up.
Whoa, let's keep it clean.
I would think that James
Bond at least has his priorities straight.
But I would think that James Bond wouldn't need blow up women.
What's that?
You don't think James Bond would what?
Need to blow up women. You know, he's James Bond. Why would he need a blow up woman?
Well, you know, in his defense, she was trying to kill him.
Yeah, not blew her up like inflated her, Lorenzo. Blew her up like exploded in Minecraft.
Wow, Washington, who died on this day in 1799 on his deathbed, and this was a fear back in the day because it actually did happen a lot. On his deathbed, Washington instructed his personal secretary, Tobias Lear, 3 days before his burial out of fear of being entombed alive. Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, do you have one of the little bells installed?
I know Edgar Allan Poe did that ran down to the casket. Yeah, he was. He had a major.
Story about
Edgar Allan Poe had a major fear of being buried alive.
Some people even had a little the tube that the string and the bell ran down was actually a breathing tube as well. So just in case.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But that shit used to happen more often than you would think back in the old days. Like if you were in a coma, doctors would be like, "Yeah, he's dead," and they just throw you in a box.
Peter O'Toole died on this day in 2013. Yeah, actually, the very first Marvel anything, Vampire Tales #5, it has a story like that, Shadowhawk, and it's based on a true story where this wealthy daughter dies young in life, or it appears like she does. She's buried with her pearl necklace, and this grave robber waits till the night and digs her up, and it's raining, and the rain revives her. So it's like she comes back from the dead, scares the grave robber. He makes so much noise on the way out, I guess, that the caretaker shoots him dead.
Oh shit!
But she was actually buried alive.
That's wild.
And that was one of the first stories that I read in a Marvel magazine. Marvel anything, my very first. It was a good story.
Pretty cool. I like it.
I'm surprised they allowed that with comic book code.
I got to mute for a minute.
Well, they kind of went a little bit lax on some of that in the early 70s. Don't ask me why. They just did. And so they did get a little bit more risque with stuff.
A little bit. Or something like that. That's where with Edgar Allan Poe, where that somebody's going to get some, I don't know if it was wine or something from the cellar, and then he gets bricked in. Spoiler alert.
Oh, you're not thinking of the Beating Heart, are you?
No, it's called the Casco of Amontillado.
Oh, where they bury him alive?
Yeah, and the dude is a complete asshole, but he loves apparently this certain kind of brandy, I guess it is, Amontillado.
And he uses that as bait to get him there?
Yeah, the guy lures him down to the basement and then bricks him into like an alcove, a brick at a time and shit. Yeah, it's a pretty messed up story, man.
There was this woman during the, I don't know, it was like during the Middle Ages, who she was like a nun, and she was intentionally, she had herself like walled in, I think to get her food and stuff. But
well, they did that to
life and death.
Are you aware of the story of Countess Bathory, Lorenzo?
Is that the woman who was trying to get she was trying to live forever?
Yeah, she thought she could live forever by bathing in the blood of virgins, apparently. She got some kind of fucked up idea in her head. But because she was royalty and they couldn't technically do anything to her at the time, they took I think it was the whole west wing of her castle or whatever, and they bricked her in. And then they delivered. Yeah, she lived for another 40 years or some shit. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
she did some horrible, messed up shit, dude. I mean,
and in 40 years, she never found a way out of there. Wow.
I don't think she was trying, dude. She was in a castle, way up in the air. It's not like you can climb out the window,
right?
So yeah, they walled her into a wing of the palace, so she had everything she needed, bathroom, all that good bullshit.
Right.
She still had attendants, she had people taking care of her, but they just because they couldn't do anything because she was royalty, so they just
restricted her movement.
Yeah, and they wouldn't allow her. Well, she was basically finding 14, 15-year-old girls and then draining them of their blood and drinking it, bathing in it. Apparently she had some kind of device set up over her bathtub where it was like an Iron Maiden, and they would put a girl into it and then bike her and let all the blood flow down into the bathtub on top of this crazy bitch. There
Right.
was some messed up things going on, dude.
Yeah.
But she thought it made her look young and sexy and appealing, and that was the goal.
Wow.
But if you ever see any paintings or anything of this broad, I mean, I don't know, maybe that was the standard of beauty at the time, but good God, she's ugly.
Well, I mean, that's probably what she was trying to get rid of, right? Her looks.
I know, she thought she looked great. She wanted to maintain her look.
Well, yeah, when you don't have much to begin with, you know.
I guess it depends how you look at him.
George Washington did not have wooden teeth. His dentures were made of gold, hippopotamus ivory, lead, which can't be good for you,
No, that's never good.
In animal teeth, including horse and donkey teeth, and probably
Really?
human teeth extracted from slaves, they say. Below are Washington's actual teeth photographed in 1910, which they still have them.
Yeah, I learned back in elementary school that he didn't have wooden teeth.
No, yeah, that's only been an old wives' tale or whatever.
But the slave part.
That must have been very, I've not
I
heard
hadn't
that.
heard about that part of it, though. I hadn't heard
none
about
of that really looks like human teeth, really. I mean, it looks like a hodgepodge, but that must have been. Can you imagine putting all that in your mouth? You know,
that's probably why.
Well, that's better than not having any.
Yeah. I don't know. A lot of people don't. Like even nowadays, their dentures, or some people just go without them.
I know.
Without teeth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my sister has dentures. You know, Elsie went with dentures. I mean, if you have I never knew my father always had dentures from the day I was.
Yep, mine too.
Born. Very early on in life, he had dentures. Don't know why. My mother doesn't know why.
Well, they didn't have as good a dental care back in the day, dude.
That too. I mean, a lot of it was, pull it.
Yeah, they even have like that hydrosonic cleaning thing that they can use.
And if you go back far enough, I mean, that's part of the reason why, like in the 1800s, like cowboys and shit died young. The average age, I think, was 40, 45, and you were considered an old man. But a lot of that was because of lost teeth, bad teeth, and that shit, it affects your heart. It'll kill you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Infection and everything. Hell yeah.
Yep.
If Rob Liefeld on Pop XP tonight doesn't do it for you, check out Joe Sontag on Robert Geronimo's channel on YouTube.
Well, Rob, that's a big deal going on right now, man. That's part of the whole controversy with Mark Millar and that Glenn guy, the comic book shop owner.
Yeah.
People are going around.
Apparently, people are trying to cancel Rob now. I mean, like, that hasn't been going on for fucking 30 years. But
cancel who? Rob Geronimo?
Yeah.
Or Rob Liefeld?
Rob Liefeld. Because he came out and supported Mark Millar's position, which was make better stories, you fuckheads.
Even Gail Simone defended the guy in the video. Maybe I don't know. She defended like what he said about the writing. But
hey, Dave, Genuine Comics in the house. It's good to see you.
Well, I mean, he basically, I guess the big lashback or whatever with that Glenn dude saying what he said was he told the writers what everybody's been thinking for the last 10 years. We don't give a fuck about your pronouns. We don't give a fuck about your life. We want to know about Thor. We want to know about Captain America. We want to know about the X-Men. We don't care how gay you are and whatever else. Write a good fucking story. That's all the guy said, really. We boil it down.
And he wasn't even that graphic about it. Just
no, and he wasn't even as blunt about it as I am.
Blunt, yeah, that's a good word. Blunt. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm trying.
No, I'm just saying that he wasn't. He was just matter of fact. We don't want to hear from you. We just want a good story. Satan, so what brings you to hell, sinner? I wrote a joint with a Bible page. Satan's response.
Oh yeah, they're like that thing.
Oh yeah, I remember that day. Whoops.
Yeah. Don't do that, folks.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I've heard people doing that. But they shouldn't. I mean, as far as I'm concerned. But I think it's the thin paper though that's maybe like rice paper thing is. So maybe for the Bible, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
rice
what
paper.
And then that's something because of gosh, if you got like, especially let's say you got the Apocrypha in there, it could be a really thick book if it's.
Well, I guess I'm going to hell because way back when we did resort to that, but it was one of the filler pages.
Wow.
Yeah, well, you know how you got the blank pages at the beginning and the blank ones.
Map. Nobody will miss it.
Yeah, it was just the rock of the whatever.
Oh, that's for like when it was like a family. If you got like a family Bible, or if you want to write your name in it or something. That's what pages are for. Or maybe they always like to throw in. I can't remember why publishers throw in pages. Yeah. I think there's some reason.
Did you know that? I knew this because of the internet. Did you know that Deborah Harry, about that time in the late 60s, was a Playboy bunny?
Yes, I did.
Blondie. That's what Eli Wallach called.
And those pics I actually had.
Clint Eastwood in Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Blondie.
What are you going to do, Blondie? You haven't until this song runs out, huh?
Yeah, I got nothing.
Well, that was the music box,
Although
right?
that was a good accent. That was good.
Yeah, it wasn't a good Eli Wallach.
No, I don't know that I could do Eli Wallach, actually.
It's been too long since I seen the movie, dude. I have to rewatch it and practice.
So Tim is
that's a lot of trouble.
George Washington said, "I had rather be on my farm than emperor of the world."
Yep.
Oh, they wanted to make him a king too. He didn't want to be a king.
And that was probably taken from around the time that everybody wanted him to become king.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
well,
what
you know, had he said okay to a third term, if things played out the same way, he would have passed away in office because he would have died in his third term.
Yeah.
So there's probably a good thing that he spent the last few, couple, 2-3 years of his life in Virginia at Monticello. It wasn't Monticello. It was
no, that's Thomas Jefferson.
That's Thomas Jefferson. Yeah.
Mount Vernon.
Yeah, I
Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon.
Mount Vernon. Yes. Thank you, Lorenzo.
Thank you, Lorenzo.
Well, I have to get going. I got my show.
Go, bro.
Yes, you do. I'll try and come on and break dance for you, Lorenzo.
I didn't hear.
I will try and come on and break dance for you or something.
Yeah, I'll see if I can bust a move or maybe a hip for you.
I'll see if I can bust a move.
So YouTube's doing the same thing to my channel.
No, I have not.
They're I noticed that the live stream the other day on this channel that they said 0 viewers, even though there were people in the chat.
Oh yeah, dude, YouTube's been beating the shit out of us for some reason. I don't know why. Like we've been averaging like 6 views, dude. It's crazy. You go on Twitter and what, Rex? There's 80.
Well, yeah.
Like
when we finish, it's like I've seen 0, I've seen 2, I've seen 6 or 9. You know, very very low numbers. And I was on a show and they were talking about that. They brought it up. I didn't.
I'm being repressed.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people being, yeah.
All right, well, hey boys, it's a good time to cut it short. Anyway, it's nearly 6 o'clock. I gotta get dinner going for the young lady.
You get not even 4.5 more minutes, really? Okay. All right.
Well, all right. Well, if you guys want to listen to me bang around in the kitchen, but I hate to be an annoyance, I can mute.
Okay, but I've got one more comment, and that was Dave's. He says Mike Millar, I guess, is catching up on stuff that we've been talking about for 10 years.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's Millar time.
Millar time. But you know, he pronounces it Miller, which I guess it's
okay.
Is he Irish? He's Scottish, right? Scottish, I think. But whatever. Apparently, that's how they spell Miller there.
I have seen some stuff on Flash Gordon. I will look for that, Timothy.
I've seen people just calling each other cans of eggs, cheers, Bob. Even if they are like comics and like and support that comic book, you know, the people are getting a little carried away, I think, with those terms.
Yeah, I you know, when it comes, I mean, to the business side of it, Lorenzo, I just don't think these executives know. They look at the bottom line, and usually 5 or 6 years in, and they see a slump in sales, and they go, "Well, that didn't quite work for us. Let's go in another direction." They've got a lot of people badly advising them on this woke agenda stuff, and they'll eventually figure it out.
I go into all hell too. I will see you at Justin's if you're gonna come over to Belmont, Rex. If not, I will see you in about an hour, Lorenzo.
Okay.
Good. Love you guys.
Love you too. Take care. Yeah, the thing I didn't like is that people are just calling everybody. Some people are calling everybody cancel pig and
yeah, I've been noticing the cancel pigs.
You know, as if like
yeah.
I was called I was called somebody was calling me a cancel pig and cheers bug.
It's like civility.
Yes, and it's like
civility goes out the window, Lorenzo. You know, where's the golden rule? You know, do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. I mean, where was turn the other cheek? It's like you lash out at me, so I have to lash out at you, and we have to start a war that's going to last for who knows how long, and there's going to be hurt feelings, and then we can't reconcile because you called me a canceled pig or something.
Yeah, and I definitely was. I definitely have to take some my share of credit for my role in the dispute with the guy. It just was kind of funny. It was this guy who had designed a really cool looking kit from Knight Rider book. It was all like what the interior of the car looked like and everything, and it was. But for some reason he was like he seemed to think that I was trying to cancel people, and I wasn't. If Ethan's not around, what's going to happen to the rest? All these other people who call themselves Comics Gate or they're indie creators, if they were to disappear,
Right.
this business were to fail, not only would there be a lot of unhappy customers, but it could have a ripple effect on the rest of indie comics. So I don't want anything bad to happen.
I
I
don't
like the
see that happening though.
that he made. I don't have it, but I thought it was cool looking.
Yeah.
Like so, I just think maybe he's trying to do too many things at once.
Hey, Glenn.
Like a lot of artists.
Glenn Fleming says he's up late. People have always been like this. The only thing different in social media, you can tell the world everyone you want to say in an instant. That does make a forget the drama, make comics, he says. It's good to see you, Glenn. Timothy Olsen will have his 4th book out on 2024. I'm still working on my first complete one, really. First complete stories, but that's a good thing. Take some time, make those comics, make them right.
I think that's the thing is that comics do take time, and Ethan's got so many different things he's involved in, and so
yeah,
it would be really difficult to make a comic, have a bunch of action figures, do the live stream thing.
Well, I will say this: it seems like that he's trying to build a brand, and he's trying to do it quickly, and he's got he wants it like yesterday. He wants, but now, if people are going to support it, like he said, he didn't know if he could do a minimum order of $450,000 on the toy line. It could have been an epic fail, if people hadn't supported it. But as it
that's
is so far, his track record's been pretty good. So I'm glad.
The toys I've heard are really not all that cost effective, or
Right.
So that's the deal. Is he had to sell a certain number of it to make to like turn a profit.
I mean, you just to break even, just to get any of them made, very expensive to get it designed, get a prototype, and I mean that's why people aren't making more articulated toys like that. It's expensive. I have to get this plug in for Glenn. Glenn is indeed, and the focus on the cover is a Dalek of Doctor Who. Comics Unlimited number 14 out next week in a week on Amazon. That is issue 14. You can probably get 13 as well. That has a short article on John Romita Sr. by me, an account of the time that I met him. I have yet to.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome that he gave me the opportunity to get something in print and write an article.
So is this like in something like in the back of a comic book, or is this a comic magazine, or?
Yeah, it's a book on comics. Comics Unlimited. It has like Hatch, his creation Hatch. It has articles on toys, memorabilia, artists, different focuses. I know with
the thing that the Wheelers are involved with, or is this something different?
It's something that's Glenn's doing that he shoots for. Yeah, you can get them all on Amazon. At the time that we looked, though, right when 13 was coming out, I guess it wasn't out yet, Glenn. My sister actually looked on there, and it only went up to issue 10 for some reason. So 11, 12, and 13 were not available yet. So there probably are now. So I'll have to go back, and I think issue 5 or 6 has one on Russ Leach. Only Death Can Save Us. So it does cover some of the indie scene of people who's crowdfunded.
That's awesome. I've heard there's also an Iron Age magazine.
Iron Age magazine, yeah. It's kind of like
what's her name? R.H. Snow. She's
Oh,
comic.
I'm not familiar with it at all.
Oh, yeah,
I've just seen some postings.
yeah. I think her son makes it, but I'm trying to think. Yeah, yeah, she's a really. I hope I said her name right. Arch Snow. Uh, Probably it might be a pen name, but she's got a really cool, very positive YouTube channel. Uploads very short videos, and she sometimes goes on other people's
Yeah,
shows. But
it seems to be
she's really
catching on.
a person.
No, Glenn's over on. He's on only on. Oh no, he is on Twitter. Um, he is on Twitter. I did not know that for a while. He's on Facebook mostly.
Yeah, Glenn's a cool guy.
Tuesday if any of you, Timothy, Glenn, you want to promote your project, it doesn't have to be a comic. We're going to have our 600th episode. Feel free to drop in, even if it's just for a minute or two. Of course, we'll have Texas Dave on as usual. And maybe, we'll get Mike Barron and some other people in here, Dan Lawless, who knows, if they want to come on. They're certainly, if they're available. So Tuesday, our 600th anniversary episode, our 600th episode, I should say. And again, Lorenzo, I know you like the interviews. We've got 3 lined up for you.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask you about that because I kind of changed the topic to electric cars again or something. But yeah, what are these? What are the different? They were people.
Dan will be and his artist to Godfoe Universe will be on Wednesday.
Oh yeah,
Tome of Reckoning, the creator of that, and he's on book 2. Book 1 is now fulfilling out of Indiegogo. He'll be on Thursday, and on the Rex Hex and Apex show Saturday, we'll have B.A. Turner, who was in the chat earlier on.
Yeah, I retweet. I think I retweet all their stuff quite often. It's all fantastic
And
stuff.
I looked at my channel analytics. Thank you for doing that, Lorenzo. It really does help. I actually saw some stats on that earlier today. There we go. Glenn dropping the link where you can find all those comics unlimited. The latest issue 14 will be out in a week. So be looking forward to that. It is designed by Glenn Fleming. Put together by Glenn Fleming and Texas Dave has actually see you, Glenn. He says later's off to bed. Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to bed. I'm going to try and clean up this room a little bit and get it organized.
I got my show.
Yeah, you had to prepare for your show, so you have some great guests on.
No, thanks. There's one guy who sometimes comes on, tends to come on later, has his own telescope that is attached to a computer that he's got this computer in his yard with a telescope attached to it, and then he streams from that computer to whatever computer's in his room, and he in his house, and he's able to use his computer to control his telescope, and then get these digital images of the stars. And it's like, wow, this is like some high. I've never heard of somebody doing this out of their own house.
Here's a star for you. It's not Julie Newmar. Heather Locklear. That's the best I could do. Shadowhawk, if you leave early, you don't get to see Playboy picture of Julie Newmar. Just saying. Nope. But I'll send it to him if he really wants to see it. It's done tastefully, but
Yeah, I'd be interested in. furthering my research into humans.
Mm-hmm. Right. Oh, you'd be interested in that too? Well, I can DM it to you. I'll send it to you if you want to see Catwoman. As only Playboy can show her, I guess. Sure. Roger Maris died on this day in 1985, I believe it was. He was a professional baseball player. And you might not have heard me earlier, Peter O'Toole, that played Lawrence of Arabia. That's what I always thought. He died on this day in 2013. People being born every day and people dying every day, Lorenzo.
I was just
Humans
thinking
tend to
about
do
that
that.
film the other day. It's I think I only saw it once, and it was when I was in high school. That was awesome. I mean, that was like when they were still were making at least some. Wasn't that like an epic film?
Epic film.
Yeah, like I would consider like the Ten Commandments to be like an epic film.
Oh yeah, I would call that an epic
like
film
really
for sure.
Elaborate productions, and I seem to recall Lawrence of Arabia being like that. So was that one of the later? Was that
on Sunday we've been watching John Huston's 1966 The Bible and Abraham's wife. We haven't gotten to that yet. With George C. Scott plays Abraham. His wife is my favorite, Ava Gardner.
So was this a miniseries or something?
No, it was a movie that came out in 1966. It's just called The Bible, and it tells the story of.
Was this a pretty long movie though?
Well, I mean, it's about. I'm thinking about 2.5 hours long because they start out with creation, the Garden of Eden.
Oh wow!
And they go to Cain and Abel, and the cursing of Cain. Then they go to Noah, and then after Noah, which we'll probably cover this Sunday, we're gonna rewatch because Shadowhawk didn't get to see it last week. He bowed out early again. Busy guy. But it has the Tower of Babel, and then you go into the life of Abraham, and the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. And I think Peter O'Toole actually played an angel, one of the angels that go into Sodom and destroy the city. Since we're on the subject, but yeah, a movie worth seeing. I thought, well, we need to see that at least once.
It sounds
and
like
Smoke and Wraith or Shadowhawk have not seen it. I didn't see it up till about, I don't know, a decade or so ago. Maybe a little bit longer than that.
Yeah,
but it's a great movie though.
What's
great
it called?
Biblical epic, The Bible,
by John,
directed by John Huston, and he also plays Noah in it.
Wow!
Because he, acted in a lot of his films.
Yeah,
anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to let Lorenzo prepare for his show. Yeah, he has great guests on. My hair is atrocious.
I really enjoy I put the StreamYard link in the chat, and also
feel free to drop it in the chat. Channel. Definitely. Yep.
As long as they're like semi-polite to me, there's some people who, and I don't always get. Sometimes I don't always see the people don't have a right.
It's a man's world, Lorenzo. You shouldn't expect people to wear kid gloves when they talk to you.
Well, there's the guy well read,
and there is a lot of lizard hatred out there, as you well know.
And for some reason, this guy well read never seemed to like me.
Well, I mean, yeah, I had the same thing with Allie. She never seemed to like me either.
I'm not sure what's going on with that. I know well read was friends with that Testify guy, and Testify ever really seemed to like me.
I actually go all the way back to, Testify and saying hi to him in chats and stuff. And even before I knew what a rebel rouser his reputation he had, although I did read a lot of his comments that he dropped in the chat. I did say hi to him in some chats that I was actually into before he passed away. Can't remember if he responded back sometimes.
Some people.
Yeah, he was a pill.
Yeah, some people were actually happy that he passed away, even though I thought he was kind of a bit of a bully.
Well, we'll all get there one day.
I wasn't happy that he passed away.
No, I wouldn't be happy that anyone passes away. I've had enough death in my family for 1 year.
It wasn't something I celebrated at all. I mean, it was just kind of made me feel kind of numb or whatever.
Yeah,
because there were times that I actually enjoyed myself. Sometimes streaming with him. Then there were other times where I didn't. We would kind of both trade like barbs or whatever. What do you call it? Like
quips. Maybe.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Now I have to get this 30 seconds in here. Devil Flyer Ashcan Lorenzo here was my first backer about a year and a half ago when we first dropped it back in March, I think it was. Can you believe that? Wow. It's already been.
It got them all printed out, so if somebody gets it in.
Oh, got them printed out. Yeah, got the you get 2 trading cards, 2 magnets. No, you get 3 trading cards. No, you don't. You get 2 trading cards, 2 magnets, and 3 bookmarks. There we go. Along with your book.
The time to back it. I mean, if you haven't backed it, oh,
I'm getting ready to take it down. Because we're going to launch the new book.
Whatever you call it when it's on the in-demand store. It's like.
Oh yeah. I'll definitely jack the price up there once I start my. If I have any copies left. There was only 100 printed, so if you want limited, there you go.
Yeah, now's the time to get it before
only on Indiegogo.
Yeah.
But after that book, launch on Red Valkyries, we're gonna launch into the new stratosphere. Amanda B said, "I want stories. I'll give you stories." Working on a good one right now. Need to get busy. Once I have the page layout formulated, Doc completed a new page. I've got to get him on doing more on it because it is going to go in the book.
He's an outstanding artist.
He's
an outstanding artist. Probably one of the. I think he's one of the best.
Well, I'm fortunate. I'm fortunate to be able to, that he's available. I mean, we just kind of hit it off, and he likes doing swamp creatures, so I got one for him, and plays a more prominent role in this prequel issue than what I thought was going to happen. But and he made the trailer for me, so thank you, Doc. And if you missed him on the Man Cave, you can go back and watch that over on the Good Stuffs channel with Justin Belmont. you miss this, you're going to miss a lot, because the story I'm working on right now that ties in with the 9-page story, Grave Tales, that Doc did for me last year, it's going to have bunch of the characters, bunch of cameo characters in this story. So if you like first
That's
appearances,
awesome trailer too.
Yeah, he did a great job on that, you know.
He's really talented.
Yeah, he is. That he can do that. I couldn't do that. I mean, it would I mean, I've done some editing for TV before, but it takes me a couple hours to do an episode, you know. It's you know, it's not my thing. I never really enjoyed it. But now, you know, he enjoys doing it, so play to people's strengths. He wanted to do it, so there we go. I'm glad we at least got that in the can. We've got a little over a month. Need to be, you know, hopefully tomorrow I'm going to try and direct people to a mail up that they can get to and start, you know, people want to sign up to get the magazine. Hopefully we can start that tomorrow. And it'll be a short, you know, like I say, about a month, but the other was about a month and a half for the Ashcan. I know the longer the better, but I'm ready to get this thing launched. I was ready to get launched in October, but the time has been well spent. You know, Jimmy Reyes is going to be doing a wraparound cover for me soon. We got the trailer done, making progress on a big story that's going to be in it. You know, crossing the T's and dotting the I's. Of course, we'll have the time, you know, that the campaign runs and then in demand for a little bit. But, you know, as soon as I can get everything done, I want to get it out to people and go on to bigger and better things.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I got a stream. I can definitely understand that. I got a stream in 40 minutes. And I need to eat first. So, but thanks for having me on. I really appreciate that. Had a blast, as always.
Well, good. I'm glad you came on, Lorenzo.
Thanks for having me on.
All right. Well, keep reading. That keeps us in business, right? And keep collecting. Kind of goes hand in hand. Anyway, love you, Amber. If you're watching, love you, Anna. I love you too, my beautiful sister. And love the chat. I always love the chat. Bow for now. Take care.